Okay, now I'd like to talk about different types of HP bars. Okay, so let's start with the usual one, which is um, on top of everything. Basically, we have a slider here on top of everything. So let's look at that slider first. Okay, so usually sometimes this is used for setting like the volume inside of the game or some other settings, but in this case we don't interact with it, so we don't click on it, we just use it to display the health of the player. So in this case we use whole numbers. You have the option to use whole numbers, and I recommend in the game where you have HP you should use whole numbers most of the times. But then I added some extra stuff on top of that slider. So we have this HP, so we know that this represents the HP. Then we have a number here that will represent the value. So how much HP we have. Okay. So let's play the scene first. In this case, on spacebar, I damage the player by one HP. And we have this sound effect. Yeah. So you can see the health bar getting updated when we get hit. Okay, so let's look at the script for this. And so we need a couple of things. We need the UI elements that we want to update. So we want the slider, okay, and then the text that displays the number, so the HP number. And then we have a whole game object here. This is the sound effect that we spawn when we get hit. Then this is the HP of the player, because this script is in this case it's on top of the player. You can ignore the update. This is just for oh wait, never mind. Here we get hit in the update when we press the spacebar. So we have a function for that I called get hit. Then we have a parameter here. So we also, when we call this function, we have to specify how much damage we receive here. So here we check if we can get damage. So in other words, if we subtract from the HP the damage value, this should be bigger or equal than 0. Because otherwise we go below 0 and we don't want that. So first thing we do is subtract the damage from the HP if we can damage the player. And then we update the UI. So the value of the slider is equal to HP. And then the text is equal to HP, but this being an integer, we have to convert it to string. So we say that to string, so we convert it to a string. And then we spawn the sound effect. So instantiate means spawn. The first parameter is what you spawn. The second one is where you spawn it. And the third one is the rotation. In this case, that means no rotation, 0, 0, 0, the rotation. So this is for the classic HP bar on top of everything like that. Now let's look at an HP bar that is in world space. Okay, let me first show you the scene. Okay, so we have an HP bar that is actually in world space on top of the player. So when we press space, we get hit. You can see that being modified. Okay. So let's look at first of all how did we put that in the world space. So it's the same as the dialog scene that I showed you. We have a canvas that is the child of the player, and it is in world space. And then in that canvas we have the slider. But this time we don't have text on top of it, it's just a simple slider. Let's look at that, not that different. In this case we don't need that text, because we don't display the actual value, the HP. So it's exactly the same thing, but we just used the slider, modified the slider. So it's exactly the same code. Now let's look at hearts. HP represented by hearts, like in this case. In this case, we have a canvas that is on top of everything, so not in world space. And we have a holder that will hold these hearts. And the reason is we want well, one of the reasons is we want to keep this organized, but the important reason is we want these hearts to be at equal distance from each other. So we use a horizontal layout group. That means the children of this object will be at equal distance, and you have some settings here. And then as children of that, we have the hearts here, which are made by an empty heart and a full heart. Okay, so below that full heart, you see, so you see it's a black one below that. So let's play the scene first. So it's the same logic. We get hit plus 1 HP. You can see that. But in this case, you cannot receive more than 1 damage. The way the script is made, you could change it and make it so that you can receive more than 1 damage. Okay, but in this case, you only receive 1. You can only receive 1 damage with the script that we have here. So it's a bit different. This one, we have an array of the full hearts, so the red hearts, all the red hearts in order. So from the first one to the last one, from left to right, basically. We have the sound effect, you have the HP, and then let's look at the get hit function. We check if we can get hit, like I explained. And then first thing we do is update the UI. So we disable 1 heart, the one from the right side. Okay. And why is it HP -1 and not HP? Is because arrays start from 0. So the position will be 1 less than the HP in that array of hearts. So that's the reason why. So this means here, this object, so the heart at that position, so which is HP -1, that's set active. False means we disable that object. And then we subtract the damage from our HP and found the sound effect. So that is the logic for this. But before I end this, let me show you how to make sound effects. Very simple. You just need so let's look at the sound effect that we have in this scene. So it's just an object with an audio source, and you don't want this to loop, and you want to play this on awake. You can see this in the inspector, and then you want to destroy this once the sound is finished. So for that we have a script. It's super simple. We just get the audio source. So we have a variable. We get it from the object. We save it in a variable in the start function. And every frame we check if this is over or not. So if it's not playing, then it means it finished, and we can destroy it with the destroy function. This means destroy this object with this script. That's sound effect. Thank you guys very much. That is it for today.